Hi, come on, cameras, hurry up. Oh, they're back. We're just waiting on Tim's camera.
Yeah, that's
Yay!
gone.
So Tim was the only one I didn't have to refresh today. And
Until now.
I knew there'd be a catch to his camera not needing to be.
Yeah, I knew
What?
it had to happen.
Of course it did.
On camera. I am on camera. You're not on.
Oh, and Morgan's as well. So hi everybody.
Hello. Hi. I mean, is it ever a D&D stream if something doesn't go wrong with tech?
Yeah, right. I'm just
To be
going.
honest, it's not a DDC stream. Something doesn't go wrong with our tech.
There is that. Yeah.
That's why we're going to set up a Patreon account so people can get us a studio.
Yeah. So for those that don't understand that, we were literally just behind the scenes, saying this would be so much easier if we had a studio. Oh, we could just be around a big table. Basically, we're trying to get you to fund our new DDC house. Morgan, can you wobble your head for me a second? Right, okay, so
Give you a wobble.
all the cameras have decided to freeze apart from mine.
Yeah, I was going to say, I've just been quiet. I've got the stream up on my phone. I'm looking at that and deliberately doing right, I will now scratch my head for several seconds. And no, I'm not doing it. And suddenly I've started, so I'm back.
Right, Moons is working.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, Morgan's licking his lips. There we go. Hi! Welcome back! Jesus Christ.
We are professionals here.
Let me tell it's this week. This week it's Mother Mafia's turn to have the energy.
because I've had sleep. I've had sleep.
The joys of
Anyway.
being an adult.
Welcome back, everyone,
I sleep.
to yet another week. Well, that just happened. And everyone appears to be awake. Which is new, as we said, given all the weather and everything else that's been going on. There we go. I spoke too soon. Last week you were continuing your way down the mountains. You met some lovely goblins who told you all about some sort of weird and wonderful things that happened in their past, about floating creatures with tentacled faces retrieving an enormous Kyber dragon shard called the Eye of Kyber, and how they had been left as a sacrifice only to be rescued by some mysterious woman of the mountains. There's a lot of that seems to be going around. And then you carried on down, having sort of had a chance to see where you're going, and you picked one of several routes, and ended up in a fight in a graveyard with a two-headed troll and the ogre skeletons that he was directing. And we literally finished off just as you'd finished them all. But before we continue, we're going to do the very quick go round, everyone, because I've given everyone a chance to sort of relax and start to eat, so they can all be caught in mid-mouthful while I talk. Morgan, as you can tell, is in one of those moods, which is fantastic. I'm going to ask you to very quickly go round. I'll call your name out, who you are, who you're playing, and this week's special question is what your character's favourite Saturday morning cartoon would have been.
Okay.
Ooh.
So we'll start with Leah. Hi, we're hijacking your channel.
Hi everybody. I was literally going to go, when you said Leah, I was going to go here. Right, so yes, who am I? What am I doing? Yes, that's a thing. Hi, I am Leah. I am playing Valenia, the half-orc ranger, who you can see on the screen. Is this one just here? Her favourite Saturday morning cartoon would be... Thunder Tabaxis. There we go.
Okay.
Mother Mafia.
The Mafia. I play Turner the Dragon Ball Sorcerer. And my character's favourite Saturday cartoon would have either been Dexter's Lab or Skimpy in the Brain.
Pinky in the Brain.
Yeah.
That would. I don't think that would have been like
Skip-
Saturday morning. I think that'd be a Saturday evening cartoon.
Ah, dear, oh dear, oh dear.
In the Brain.
Funny. Hi.
Hello, yeah, I'm Bunny. I play Lord Thorin Amberhammer, and I think Thorin's favourite Saturday morning cartoon probably would have been. There's about three that I can think of, but I'm gonna probably go with sort of like He-Man because it's like a lot of just sort of like people having great big epic battles.
That sounds
Stuff.
about right.
Yeah,
Fairly do.
So I think that'd be the kind of thing he'd be into because it'd be like sort of great big blokes all sort of hitting each other and having fantastical fights, and he'd be like, "Yep, I can appreciate that."
Lovely. Moon.
Hi, I'm Moon. Arwen, the halfling cleric. I don't know if this aired in the morning. I was stuck with Freeview, unfortunately. I never really had access to Sky, so I don't know if this was Saturday morning cartoons, but I know what his favourite cartoon would have been. If you can make an exception for me.
Go on.
Here we go.
It would have been Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yay!
Because he would really have liked Aang as a character.
Lovely. And Mother Mafia. No, we've done Mother Mafia. Morgan Riley Gaming. They both begin with an M. That's my excuse. I'm sticking to it.
Guten Tag. Ich bin Morgan. I can't. I play Kaluma, the tiefling cleric warlock, and Kaluma's favourite Saturday morning cartoon would have been Told the Dead, Dead and Deady.
Oh, God. That's awful. Love it, but well done. Well played. That's up there with Thunder Tabaxi. Yeah.
Can I have a point of inspiration?
No, you can't.
Yeah, I couldn't think of any clever puns, so I thought I'm just going to be basic.
I just thought I'd answer it truthfully.
I must say I'm now feeling very, very old because for me, Saturday morning cartoons were ITV, if you were lucky.
Yeah, that
I
was
mean-
like me. It's like sort of when I was a
Sky
wee.
hadn't been invented yet.
I mean, for me, so Saturday morning cartoon would have, because I was stuck on Freeview, would have been like Pokemon, Digimon, that sort of stuff, or whatever's on CBBC. I did not have many options.
Yeah, for me as a very small child, it was originally I think 3 to 4 channels if you were lucky. So it was He-Man and She-Ra, but then it got to the 90s and then it was X-Men. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I just had whatever's on CITV or CBBC. That is literally all I had.
Oh, that would have been a good one.
what?
Kaluma would have watched the Amen.
Oh.
Get out.
Okay, that's a thing.
The Amen and Told the Dead, Dead and Deady.
I'm judging you.
Yeah. No. And Mother Mafia, as is ever the case with these things, there's someone at the door, so Mother Mafia's just answering that. So
That's the trick with our favourite Saturday morning cartoon. What?
go on.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, so please don't throw it. I know what's in it. Thank you.
Don't throw it, I know what's in it.
Yeah. It would hurt if I missed. There might be a book element to it. Yes.
Oh, that would have been funny then if you threw
Is
it.
it referring to people in the room?
No, I've just been cryptic because I'm trying to keep with the game. So, well done. Thank you all very much for your quick intros. The main benefit of that is for us to sort of check our light and our darks and our sound. That was the word I was looking for at the beginning of that sentence. Our sound levels. We've all done quick test rolls. At least I think we all have done quick test rolls, and those all look
Yes,
like
I
they've all
think
come
so.
through.
Yeah,
And
yes,
so I
yes,
will
I've
give
done test rolls.
Of course you have.
You've done a test. A thing has happened. So let's take us back to the graveyard, where we've literally just finished the fight. There we go. It's just quickly loading up. Probably even coming into a resolution for some of you. You can quickly minimise that so you can see everything on the screen.
Mine's here.
Yeah. There you go. So yes, you have the many and plentiful plundered graves and bones. And again, it's that sort of weird thing where, having seen this before, you're not entirely sure if now the abundance of bones is because literally the trolls were digging up the graves, or whether you're back into that kind of beginning overlap with Thalanis and the Winter Knight's realm, where the rocks and the stones are being replaced or overlaid with the concept of bones. There's so many underfoot and around, and sort of every time you turn around, there's sort of like plants growing out of eye sockets and things like that. That you have that kind of sense of disquiet as the wind howls across and relative calm falls around you. So, what are you doing?
My grass is filthy. Sorry.
Can I go and have a look at the open graves?
Yeah, sure.
See if there's anything of significance over there.
Absolutely, you can. Any of them in particular, or just going to pick the nearest one at random?
Mainly the big open one first.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, if you want to make an investigation roll for me.
It's been a while since I've done a full investigation roll. That's 23. 23.
Very nice. Lovely. Okay. This particular sort of open grave that's sort of been fully opened as opposed to kind of having a cairn that's been ripped off it, is stone lined, very closely fit without any mortar. So it's that kind of cyclopean fitting of sort of large stoneworks together. And you recognise it as being really quite old Decani era goblin construction.
Okay.
There is a marker, very, very weathered, can't really make any details of it, and the stone sarcophagus that was within it looks to have been actually fairly highly detailed, so it may well have been of someone significant of their time. But certainly it is in line with the sort of way back when, in the midst of time, when you had that really, really old temple tomb in your first adventure. It's very much that similar sort of style of stonework and architecture and styling of the carvings and engravings on the grave and in the grave.
Follow-up question, because it's similar to the tomb that we found originally.
Yeah.
Is there a carpet nearby?
No, there is no. There are no rogue carpets that you can see.
No, we're not going to hunt road carpet.
Tim, I've got an idea for a new character. It's
Uh-huh.
a carpet that's also a rogue.
You know what? I could quite happily kit bash one of those together with
Do
you.
you think you could say that you'd be a magic carpet?
No, because rogues don't have a lot of magic.
Arcane tricksters?
Does that mean that you'd be hide and seek? And it could really show you the world.
I regret everything.
Yes, that's very much the feeling at the moment. So, yes, looking around, you're now starting to, perhaps with that, to, at least for yourself, because you've been looking while everyone else is there, to get a Um, yes, Max, yes. Less rogue, more rogue. Um,
Rude.
yeah, you
Rug.
yeah.
Ah,
Yes. How did you not get that, Morgan? You and your puns.
my brain is not capacity.
You're getting a better idea of the sheer age
Mhm.
of these ruins, this location. Um, you have the most of the walls are tumbled and well fallen. Two stories of the stone wall where you got the kind of the curve. You got these sort of large sort of block dazed areas, what looks like some um, fragments of old stairway, of old sort of steps for a dais. Um, but by and large, looks like time has just utterly worn it down. And then you've got that kind of beehive tower. Again, it's about 30, 40 foot tall, that looks to be in fairly good repair. And it's got this kind of uh, sort of surrounding set of pillars and well, they all look to be sort of actually quite actually fairly sturdily uh, sturdily standing there without sort of any beyond sort of uh, kind of scrapes and sort of cracks where there's been water expansion. Looks to be fairly intact.
Okay.
What's everyone else doing?
I think while I'm
I'm gonna be typical foreign and come down and just have a nose over here, just
Okay.
because more I'm intrigued. Like, what's that?
Yeah, no problem at all. We can stick this out. So, anything in particular that you are looking for, hunting out, investigating?
I think I'm just generally investigating, like sort of like looking at the stonework and being just like sort of, is it anything I generally recognise off the top of my head?
Okay, fair enough. So again, if you just want to do a general investigation, that would be
Yeah, as soon as I can find it.
lovely.
stay.
Oh, okay. I nearly got a good roll then, and then it flipped over to a low number. Yeah.
Okay, I mean, you again, you're of the same sort of opinion from having seen it before, that this looks like it's ancient goblin sort of stonework. So you're probably looking at easily over 1,000 years old, if not older. But there's nothing that,
Jumps out.
yeah,
Fair enough. It was worth a go.
yeah, it's too dilapidated. It's sort of very much sort of it's kind of crumbled, broken stone on broken stone. It's kind of yeah, most of it just isn't even recognisable as architecture anymore.
Yeah,
Would
fair
that
dues.
we get to an arcana check? What's the deeds?
Give it a go. History might be a better one.
Natural 20.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. It's even with that roll, there's not a lot to go on. But it looks like your studies kind of talked about how, by and large, Dakani culture didn't really worship gods, didn't really want to encourage them, and instead it was kind of a more secular society that um, that praised the memory of those um, who had done exceptional things, those who showed exceptional prowess, had achieved great things, that their memory was held forth as exemplars for their civilization. So they didn't really have churches, they didn't really have temples, they didn't really go in for religion. And so having a building with tombs like this suggests that it may have been kind of one of these places where they remembered their dead, where they remembered, where they recorded things. So possibly as an analog, either some sort of civil records,
Mm.
possibly museum sort of function, library.
Mm.
I mean, in the sense of here were recorded things. But there's no any paperwork or anything less durable or organic in nature um, has long rotted away, been buried, scoured by the constant wind and sort of the weathers. Um, at this sort of height, the snows are pretty much year round anyway. So it may be that there's stuff further down, sort of if you went digging. But there's not really much you can pull from this location other than something of value to the Dakani was remembered here.
Okay.
So there might have been a wider settlement further down the slope or around here, and there's just not a lot in the way of traces to show that it was here. But what it does tell you is that people have, in the widest sense of the word, even in this most hospitable area of land, people have been here for a long, long time.
Of that, I kind of thought, do you ever remember or know how to get in touch with Mr. Friendly and Mrs. Nice? Because it might be worth as a peace offering to them that they can leave us alone to point them in this direction.
Everyone's drawing a blank. To be fair, they didn't really leave you any forwarding addresses, but
Yeah.
I think we'll mark this on the map, and maybe they can. Maybe we can send some investigative. Why does that word not make any investigative? Is that the right word?
near enough. Yeah, that'll do.
People up here, and we can just sort of. And
Like
yeah,
the sort of thing to record for the university as here is an untapped place that might have things in it.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was going with. Thank you, Tim.
That's
Were
all
you
right.
going for like investigated,
Checked over, whatever. Kaluma, what are you up to, if anything?
Um, um, I don't know.
Morgan's drawn a blank.
Around, kicking stones, skimming rocks across the lake there. Pond, lake, near enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, killing time. That's all right. Yeah, it's rocks, stones, graves. Okay, not a problem.
Kaluma's going to just like stack up stones on top of each other, and then basically Kaluma's just sitting down and
Taking it easy.
yeah.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Could I take that as a short rest?
You guys can stop generally for a short rest if you like. If there's nothing,
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't
obviously
know. I don't know. These people in their short rests.
So yes, the spiritual weapons duly disappear. And yeah, relative quiet. There's kind of every now and then the wind direction changes, and you get a whiff of the burned remnants of the two-headed troll. Well, burned and sort of partially turned to stone, and
Like a pair of legs.
Well, it could have been worse.
yeah,
What?
you could have made Thorin even shorter than he is now.
Exactly. It's like you could have been I could have been like a statue by now, and then you'd all be completely stuffed.
Especially as his axe is the key to the vault.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not. It's
And
not.
you're
It's not the first
and
time
you're all,
Thorin's
like,
been
mass-
rock hard.
I'm not dignifying that with a response.
Yeah, that's probably wise. So, yeah, short rest. That passes. Nothing else. Generally, in the area, sort of a sort of general quiet, sort of establishes itself, and I don't know, you have a campfire, stick a brew on, pile rocks, dig around, general investigation, play a bit of music, whatever it is. You start to sort of see occasional movement of the fox off in the distance, or sort of the flit of some birds looking rather confused, maybe an owl, something like that. Um, More of a sense of normality than or nature than you've probably encountered for quite some time.
Kaluma's just like very giddy.
Okay. You know that the pathway is fairly clear. You know where you're heading to. You know that you've got this general sort of direction pathway takes you down towards the edges of well, from what you've seen of this site, a largely sort of frozen over, or sort of at least sort of a heavily affected swamp. And rising out of that swamp, the hill that you've been told
The sound of music.
there's alive the sound of something. If you can see sort of like a cluster of lights down a long way off, the little tinkle sort of just suggestive that there might be some lights at the base of it, which is as good a location to aim for as any, because that's where you know the trolls are. You were told that there was a hollowed grotto or something that they had taken over.
Are you describing Leah's ex there?
Perish the thought that I would do anything of this. No. In this instance, I'm just trying to set a scene, but thank you for totally derailing my thought process. So tell me, what do you want to do? You can investigate some more, or you can sort of keep going, or...
So
I'm sorry, just Leah and Moon just took a drink at the exact same time. That was really creepy.
is the path down towards the swamp quite clear?
Yeah, I mean, rather than being sort of a path per se, it's more that kind of the kind of high hills that you're on now sort of just generally slope down towards there. So
Yeah.
you're right on the edge of sort of coming down towards the back down towards the tree levels. So there's small woods and small different sort of fold of the hills and sort of little rivers, and they're all converging downward down towards that way. So there's no one set path, but there is a definite direction in which it's fairly easy to go. If that makes any sense.
Yeah. So like we can see out over, and we can see like the general sort of layout of the land.
Yeah, you've got pretty good visibility now of the general area, what's up ahead, that sort of stuff.
I think what Valenia's going to do is sit there for a couple of minutes and just sort of plan a route in her head.
Yeah.
As to what looks fairly straightforward.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And she's just going to sort of like jot literally, she's got like a little bit of charcoal or something, and she's just sort of on the map, just sort of trying to work out where things come out and where they go.
Bring that map up just so you've got to kill all.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Just bring that up.
We are... Is it where the square is at the moment?
Let me just bring myself in here. You are... Yeah, roughly where the square is there.
Okay.
No, sorry, you're sort of to the east of it, so more where I'm pinging now. The square is where you're aiming for.
Right, so yeah, I think, yeah, she's going to just sort of, where she's estimated that we're meant to be going, she's just going to sort of look down and just sort of, because you said there was a swamp as well, didn't you?
Yeah, and you got that whole area with the flooded ruins where you've got sort of old collections of towns and sort of settlements of various ages that have basically sunk into a widening swamp.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. General collection of various ages.
Yeah, she's just gonna mark roughly and try and sort of memorize where we're going.
Okay, fair enough. Sharing that with everyone, or just sort of just
Yeah.
quietly in your head while you're...
Quietly at first, and I'm gonna sort of just point out like where we're going, and anything that comes up along the way, we can.
Okay, sure. In that case, do you want to make a nice and simple survival roll, because you've got actually the elevation and a map to kind of roughly work it out.
Yeah.
Sort
Okay.
of, and actually have for a rare chance to actually sort of compare what's ahead of you with what you've got, with what you think's ahead of you and has been recorded on the maps.
It's a nice low roll of a 26.
That'll do. That should see you past anything weird and wonderful. And again, you did quite a lot of scouting around here, kind of doing the earlier stages of the troll invasion, for lack of a better word. And so you remember there are a number of abandoned sort of huts and cabins where people fled as the kind of the winters and the trolls kind of rolled in.
Okay.
So there's a number of different routes you could take that could that you could take, because they generally tend to be sort of nearer, more passable areas. But you are really only now, even with backing back and forth around marshes, you're only a couple of miles away from the base of the hill itself.
Okay.
So, how do you want to proceed?
Carefully.
Without
wait,
dying.
sorry, I think we're in Wales.
Carefully.
Carefully.
Carefully, yes. Oh. I regret everything about getting up today.
Are you saying this in character or out of character?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I think like once we've had like a quick stop, nice cup of nice cup of nettle tea, and just sort of right, okay. And Valenia's literally got a massive stick that she's just found, and she's like, right, let's go.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Kaluma's going to present a big, well, like a quite hefty rock, and go, I'm bringing this with us.
Okay. By hefty, how hefty are we talking? Okay, yeah, fair enough.
I have named it after a man of the people.
We are not having a possessed rock.
I have named this Dwayne.
Oh, and why did I know that was coming?
We all knew that was coming. We
Yeah.
all knew. The only thing that would have changed. The only thing I thought was that he might have named it Johnson.
Yeah,
I am not
was
surprised, and yet I'm still disappointed.
Right?
Yeah, it was the whole. I knew it was going to happen, but
But god damn it.
Rock Asmodeus.
No, we are not having a possessed rock. A possessed chicken is bad enough.
It's not possessed.
The chicken is possessed.
Right. It's someone else's soul in a chicken. That's a possessed chicken.
It's a bit cockeyed.
Still
Right.
possessed.
Can someone delete Morgan from the internet, please?
So
Anyway.
the sovereign host. So the sovereign host smite.
I mean, I could name it after one of the sovereign hosts and call it
No.
Boulder.
Oh.
Fuck's sake.
Like,
You've somehow made this worse.
It's the fact we've got full critical role now. It's just completely devolved.
fuck it.
Is this-
The rock's name is now Boulder Eye.
This is when I sort of like
Anyway, people, thanks very much for watching.
it's like Google, how do I
on.
delete someone's account?
Anyway.
Anyway, is it Sunday yet?
Unfortunately.
Oh God! Please, help.
That was the noise. Right,
Fuck's sake.
proceeding on your way.
Yeah.
So usual sort of the order you go. So Thorin and Valenia sort of leading the way, Arwen around the middle,
Mm-hmm.
then Clumakerna. That
Sounds
sort of
fair. Yeah.
okay. Bear that in mind accordingly as I do things off screen here. Okay, and are you taking sort of like a fairly direct route, or are you taking a bit of a circuitous route?
I think more. I want to say direct, but also being a bit careful as we get closer. Well, a lot careful as we get closer.
Okay. It's now sort of very firmly nighttime. And again, that sense of disconnect of, it's only been a couple of miles, but at the same time feels like you've been traveling for a lot longer. Now, that might just be because it's uneven ground and you're sort of doubling back on yourselves a couple of times with the swamp to sort of not get sort of caught up on things. But again, that sort of bit of a feeling of a disconnect of what's going on, and you're able to make your way slowly. You're now sort of in the swamps, which are mixtures of running water breaking up the ice and areas that are kind of skinned over with the ice. So sometimes that's sort of not immediately apparent, and every now and then sort of someone's foot will go through something that looked like solid earth but actually was like a skein of sort of a skim of soil, wet soil over ice and stuff like that. So could I ask you to make a let's start with a survival check, please, for everyone. I'm just going to go on an average of the scores you get.
I'll take that.
Yeah, nice.
Apparently, I'm rolling. Have I rolled more than once? No. 26.
I had 20 and then it bounced.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, so Kerner sort of nearly sort of slips and sort of slides underneath some ice. You sort of have to sort of stop and sort of literally sort of reach under and pull her back out from the waters. And you sort of lose a bit of time sort of just sort of helping her dry off a bit and
At which point I bring my retractable claws out
mhm.
just to help with a bit of gripping.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. But that's the worst that happens with that, and you lose a bit of time, sort of making sure that the ground is actually ground. For moving on from there, and after a period of time, you're sort of a bit aware that the kind of the size of the hill and the kind of the sheer faces of it is kind of looming up and looming up and looming up and starting to be this very solid dark mass ahead of you, kind of blocking out the stars and the sky around and kind of really dominating everything ahead of you. There are trees, there are sort of rocks, there are things for you to take cover behind as you start to approach. And you can see these fires, these lights that you have seen as you've approached, that you saw for quite some distance. They've sort of been fairly steady. And as you get closer, you're able to sort of see, and you're probably about, say, 100 foot or so away at this point. You just sort of stop to take stock. Is that fair?
Yeah.
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 About 100 foot, sort of. You got sort of a copse of trees that you can and a sort of a rising ground. You're able to sort of just take stock of what's there, and see that this light is produced by three large masses of candles and lamp and all sorts of sort of things like that. There's basically three main ones dotted around two cave entrances. You can also see four figures, humanish sort of size figures, tending these tending these sort of collections of candles and lamps and things like that. You can sort of see them silhouetted against the light and against the glare. So that's what you can initially see.
I whispered to Belenia, is it worth me to take in and take them out from here before we can see if we've got some cover?
Sorry, 2 seconds. I am writing. There we go. She looks at. She's. Do they? What sort of size are they?
So humanish, medium, sort of humanish. They all seem to be dressed in robes. There's also sort of quite a few sort of little kind of flitty firefly, will-o'-wisp type things, sort of just floating in and around the area, and sort of cold, icy mist that is sort of clinging to the sort of the rock faces and the kind of the lows in the ground around them.
That sort of hoarfrost.
Hmm.
Okay. As I think I'm pretty sure I'm our scouter when it comes to it. I'm going to slip on my ring of invisibility.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna head down. Literally, as I go to put it on, I go. I'm gonna have a look. slip it on, and just off I go. And I'm just gonna go down nice and slow.
Okay.
And see what is there.
Okay, let's have a stealth check for you.
Oh fuck. Alright, okay. On the plus side, I do get advantage now. And I make no sound. Would you like the 17 or the 21?
That'll do nicely, either one. Okay, you're able to get sort of fairly close. In fact, give me just 1 minute. You can try something a little bit clever. Just 1 minute. We can see if what I do now works properly. I should be able to change the thing so that you can see a thing, and the others can't. Down on there. So this could be quite interesting. So people on the stream will also see it.
Mm-hmm.
In theory, because they can see your stream. Let's see what happens.
I don't know.
So everyone else should be seeing blank. If you go to the very right-hand side of the map where you are, Valinia, hopefully you should.
That I can
ping
see.
you
Oh
in.
my word. Oh no. Oh fuck.
So on a scale of 1 to fucked, how fucked?
I'm sure they'll tell you when they're back. So could you make a perception roll for me first, please?
Yes. Oh motherfucker. That'd be a no.
Okay. So the figures are well, they're fairly opposite. They are. They look like they're elves. and they are in these robes, and they are tending candles. They're putting down new ones, like cleaning away stubs, sort of, and they're just generally keeping these fires, these signal candle clusters going. And they seem to be doing that, and I'm just totally focused on that.
Okay.
Okay. So the things I'm pinging at the moment
Mm-hmm.
are very, very gaunt. And there's something you've not encountered these before, other than their obvious sort of familiar look of what they're from. But they're not milling around. They're literally just standing there.
Okay.
And then I'm pinging something else further up to the north. Can you
Yeah,
see what I'm?
I can see those.
Yeah. So those are familiar from the fight at the forge.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that kind of bled vile poisons everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you want to return back to everyone, and then I'll
Yeah.
bring that back to the map. There you go. And I'll quickly. So that gives you. So
I get back. I get back. And slip off the ring. And to answer Arwen's question of.
I was mainly saying that out of character
Yeah,
as a joke. Just saying.
So let me see. On a scale of 1 to fucked, we are America during the Vietnam War.
Oh shit!
I go. Wow. There's a lot of stuff down there.
And
We're in the right place, I think.
okay, that's a start.
I'm
And
pretty sure we. I know we can take them. That's not a problem.
who's them?
Well, there was a lot of. I think there were elves.
Oh yeah. Wow, I say we could probably take elves in a fight, but
A couple of trolls.
trolls,
And something,
Yeah.
and something that looks like it was descended from trolls or hags or something similar.
Okay.
And candles. Lots of candles. They seemed obsessed with keeping these candles lit.
I could throw myself on them. I've got resistance to fire.
Resistance, not
candles
immunity.
Could the candles be like a magic thing?
Don't know.
Again, I go back. Valenia, can you take some of the elves out from here, which might knock out some of the flames, and then we'll know whether they are candles or magic candles or not.
How far away are we, Tim?
as I said, about 100 foot or so. So they're definitely in bowshot range.
They're also in Eldritch Blast range.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'd rather we try and do it as discreet as possible so we can observe from afar.
Just want to see if.
Potentially, if we can both shot some of them, and we've got some cover here.
Yeah,
and
we
obviously
could.
the speed of the arrow going past, it might blow out candles, and then we'll know whether they're magic or not.
Yeah, because it's just. I don't know. It's like there's part of my brain that's wondering if they could be like a magic thing holding creatures at bay. I mean, they might just be candles.
If you watch The Mummy, they'd be held Arctic bay. Oh. And I wish you were. And they're not 4 candles, are they?
No, definitely not 4 candles.
Aww.
Handles for forks.
Two blasts of Eldritch at one of the elves, please.
You sure?
See, this us
you
trying to
do
be
this?
discreet.
silencer to myself.
There's me sort of like looking at sort of like one of my weapons going, yeah, I'll silence you, smack you over the head. Yes. Foreign is contemplating trying to knock out a tiefling.
Actually, could I sneak in there and use one with shadows? Because if I'm in dim light or darkness, I basically become invis.
You could try.
I'm going.
I'm thinking. Do you guys want to actually have a? It sounds like you're wanting to move in. Do you want to come up with a battle plan, or are you going to wing it?
Is this we go battle plan?
Because I haven't asked you to roll initiative yet. So
No.
you have got time to. Yeah.
I want to ask. Can I take a long rest so I can have my prismatic spray back?
12
There are
hours.
also,
12
I will
hours.
say,
No.
I will say I won't have access to some. Well, I do have spell slots, but I won't have some of them. I can probably fight if you guys need to. How dark is the area though? Because obviously I don't have dark vision.
Neither do I. I do.
How would you describe it, Valenia?
It's dim but candlelit. That's about as.
I would rather us not start any fights if we need to.
Right. Okay, fine. We can sneak away and camp up somewhere if people need a long rest. And then we can sit down and have a conversation. We're taking a long rest.
Okay, going to go find somewhere.
Yep. Or we're just going to stay where we're at because we're hidden.
Well, are we hidden? we're not at the camp.
You as long as it's that if someone came for a wander in that way in a patrol, you'd be very visible quite quickly. So maybe retreating a bit. I mean, certainly, as I said, Valina, you can remember a number of sort of different huts and abandoned cabins in the area.
I think we'll head back that way, like head back towards some hut cabins, that sort of thing.
Okay.
But try and hide our tracks as we're going.
Okay. So let's call that a stealth roll to sort of lay down some false tracks and obscure.
Hold on. Let me see if I've got it. Have I got it? Who has the boots of false step?
I actually think
that is a thing that someone has got.
Yeah.
I think that only affects one person's track.
Yeah,
I
I'm
can't
pretty
remember.
sure it does as well.
I was going to put pass without trace, but then I don't have it prepared.
Okay.
Oh, we all rolling stealthies.
If you could, please.
Hang on.
Oh,
I'm
hello.
sorry. Not too bad. 20.
Okay, that's good.
Oh, I'm actually vaguely stealthy for a fucking change. I couldn't have that during that
Nice.
fight, could I?
No. Far too many things to stumble over for that.
That was a shit. 19 wasn't quite as shit as I was expecting.
Yeah, that's a good. Yeah, okay. You've been travelling this territory and this terrain long enough now to be a lot more mindful of where you're putting your feet, where you're travelling. You're able to sort of make your way back a little further into the marshes, and you find next to a river that is flowing slowly, and it's got kind of chunks of ice that are broken up, sort of flowing in it. That you can sort of get into there, and you can sort of secure it, and that's not particularly difficult. Okay. Rest up for the 8 hours or so.
At least then it'll probably be light by that point as well.
Okay. Just quickly do a.
Are we putting anyone on what? I'll take first.
Okay. Clue one first.
I'll have to do sort of early morning or because
I'll just take whichever watch is going to be dark because I've got obviously dark vision and
I
stuff.
guess because I guess I could do the one where dawn's just breaking, because again, as long as I can have a little bit of light to see what's going on. And I do have light as a cantrip, but that might not be the best move, but
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't mind which one I take because I've got night vision anyway, or dark vision. Sorry.
Clue was on first. Trender's on second.
How damp isn't it? No.
I think
Oh,
I can't see. It needs to be thorough.
I think
okay, so Bloomer, Thorin.
I think I'll take the one out of foreign then.
Okay.
And then Arwen and me.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. Okay. How long are you making each of your watches? 2 hours, 3 hours?
I think 2 hours should bring
Okay.
us to, should bring
By your estimation, that should mean you'd be rested up by about 4 in the morning. That'll be long enough for you to sort of have your long rest.
Okay.
So it's still before dawn. Still dark. Enough diffuse moonlight to move around. It's not sort of totally pitch black, but you have to move quite carefully, cautiously through the swamps. Where there is leaf canopy. But there's not a lot of leaf canopy as well because the winter has sort of denuded a lot of the kind of a lot of what would be the normal tree cover. But the evening passes without any interruption. But you do hear off in the distance what sounds like, just for half an hour or so, just something carrying on the wind that sounds something between a bellow and a scream back in the direction of the hill. Not quite able to pinpoint it, but that general direction.
Okay.
Karima's going to take to the sky and fly in that general direction.
On your watch.
Yeah.
Okay, so leaving the place unguarded. Okay. Into the skies, fly generally in that direction. The air is somehow even colder. There is nothing else in the skies. The clouds have cleared away, sort of around the top of the hill. So your classic horror trope of there's all the clouds lifting.
I'm going to do Vaygard.
The lights of the fires are still there, or it is in the distance. Depends how far you're flying, but you can't see anything in this immediate swamps and
I'm going to
trees nearby.
I'll fly back and lower back down and just go. She must have been hearing things.
You're all rested, as rested as you can be, given it's cold and frosty and unnerving shrieking in the night.
That's just Thorin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not had his beer.
His beer's shrieking.
No, he's not had his beer, so that's why he's
Oh, Christ.
Yes, his beard has become sentient and is now screaming at you.
Mimics in it.
True. That's true, yeah. Yes, at least one of his beard adornments is probably a mimic by now.
Yeah,
Mm.
probably.
sort of self-cleaning beard. Well, it's not a self-cleaning beard. The minute it just
Just eats all the food.
The Dickens beard in glitter.
I mean, you did go back to the hold and wash, so probably not. So then glitter does stay for quite a long period of time, so it's probably a faint sparkle. Okay, rested, long rest. You can mark that if you haven't already. As you get back closer to the hill, you can see now that those frosty, icy sort of mists have thickened and raised, forming quite a dense barrier around the hill, as far as you can tell. Sort of out, maybe about, well, hard to tell how thick, but it certainly looks like it might be almost thick enough to reach the hill itself. There is still this kind of circle of open sky around the top of the hill, and could you all make a perception check for me, seeing you're actually actively looking and paying attention to what you're walking into, instead of giving you the benefit of the doubt?
15.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, I'm actually quite perceptive.
Nice one, Clue. Yeah.
My brain, hang on. Sorry, there. Perception. There we go. I couldn't see it for some reason.
Was that moon.exe has stopped responding?
Yes. I was
Okay.
trying to see it. I was like, where is it? I know where it is.
Okay. Linear, you don't initially see it until it's pointed out to you, but then that's probably because you're more paying attention to what's immediately around you, immediate threats, things like that. But it's Kaluma who spots it first. But from within the hill, suggesting there is an opening somewhere, there is a faint moonlight-like light from the hill into the skies, into the centre of the opening circle of clouds. And then again, it's one of those you spot it, and you sort of start nodding, people never go, oh, blimey, yeah.
Like a beam going up.
So is it like a beam of moonlight?
That's a good way of describing it,
Why did you say that?
because it's not coming from the moon. The moon is over there.
No, I'm right here.
Oh, fighting for it.
They're down
I'm
there.
gonna talk about Lenya's
Yeah.
arm and be like, something's not right.
I go. Well, something did feel off during the night. I wasn't quite sure.
Kaluma's going to basically you just start whispering and sort of like their eyes flicker up going, look up please.
Yeah, and that's when Valenia kind of gets to see that, yes, there is what looks like moonlight
And
in the sky.
Kaluma's going to point out where the actual moon is.
Yeah.
Be like, as far as I recall, we have one moon.
No, there are many, many, many moons. There are about 23 moons, but none of them are strong enough to producing that kind of effect. You can spot out the big ones. Yeah.
I'm like, the moon should not be that bright.
Yeah.
Are we trying?
Unlike our moon, who is very bright.
Are we trying to say that someone has captured the moon? Valenia being completely dumb at this point.
Yeah, true.
It's at the moment as good an explanation as any, but you can account for most of the moons you would expect to see. Even though it's cloudy for most of it, it's the same ambient light levels that you would expect, and you kind of see the kind of through the sort of the break in the clouds, you can see sort of like the sparkle of the sort of the dragon shard sort of bands and stuff like that. So yeah.
I'm just going to say something doesn't feel right with the natural state of things. I think there was a cleaner way of saying that.
That's fine.
Foreign. Kerner,
Yes.
in fact, or Kerner.
Well-
Valenia just sort of. Could it be the Eye of Kyber?
Would I know whether it was likely to be the chamber?
What do you mean by could it be the eye? You mean causing the beam of light?
Yeah.
Make an Arcana check.
Take a drink. Not with that roll I got. It's 10. I'm gonna try. Just for the shit.
Go on then.
50.
Neither of you have heard any descriptions suggesting that the dragon shard itself, the Eye of Kyber, radiates light or does this sort of thing. But that's not to say, given what you know of the use that dragon shards are put to, that it's not part of some summoning
Mm.
and being used as that.
So I'll relay that information back. And I go, please, I haven't done enough research on this, and I'm drawing on knowledge of how the shards are used and conversations. That it may be, but it's more likely to be for some sort of summoning, which the only thing I can think of that they would want to be summoning would be the White Knight.
Do you mean the Winter
Do you mean
Knight?
the Winter's Knight? The Winter's Knight, yes. Winter is white, it's snow. Are you Yes, I'm just explaining. Well, actually.
Okay.
I'm going to turn my camera off.
Okay.
All right. His camera is off. Let me... Oh, hello.
Is it off?
Your camera is off, but everybody else is
Yeah, so that.
Okay.
everybody else is there, but they are frozen.
Okay, that's a little odd.
That's a new one.
Hopefully it'll catch up soon enough. Can you at least hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Everything
Okay, cool.
Everything did freeze when Morgan turned his camera off, though, which was quite weird.
All right.
Well, I'm sure that the data will catch up with itself in a minute. So, you have these mists. This fog, whatever you want to call it, cutting off the view that you did have. You know the hill's still there. You can vaguely hear possibly chanting from somewhere.
Okay.
Would I be able to pick up what the chanting is roughly like about because of like my religious upbringing?
Give it a go. It's quite a high. It's quite a high number because it's really muffled and
Religion?
yeah.
What about 22?
Not enough. Not enough.
Does anyone have any of that dream lily? I need to get high enough. No, I think you inhaled enough last time. Could you sort of like sink forward and try again? Just trying to get like the gist of what the chanting is.
Okay, I mean the general gist, without, and this is sort of thing, it sounds like there's kind of repeating patterns that it suggests that someone is being entreated to come to them.
I'm just gonna freeze and go. This is bad.
Are the are the
This is a summoning ritual.
are the things still down out front tending the candles?
You can't tell. There's this fog in the way. You'll have to get closer.
Am I able to cast Dispel Magic? It's got 120-foot range.
Depends if it's magic. You give it a go. It might not be magic. It might be a purely natural phenomenon. Or so supernatural that it's not a spell per se that you could cancel.
Just forgot to prepare my spells.
Just have a look.
Yeah, I've just had to prepare. I just had to switch around because during short rests I can.
Right,
Sorry,
okay.
during long rests I can switch some spells around, so I've done that.
Shall I do Dispel Magic, people?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to say yes, but at the same time, if it's Fey magic, it could be more powerful than what we're used to.
There's also the option that it does give you a chance to get closer without being seen.
Yeah, true. I might leave it for now then.
Save it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we just progress very slowly.
Okay.
But this time, Valenia's actually at the back.
Okay.
In sort of like sniper mode.
Let me just.
I don't know.
Okay, so what? Thorin Arwen sort of at the front,
Yeah.
sort of thing.
Yeah, if I sort of take the charge, because it's the whole, obviously me being the tank, if this goes tits up, I'm not as squishy.
Okay.
Moon.
You step into the into the fog, into the mists.
Yeah, let's do it.
Fairly sort of quickly, you start to see brightness of the candles ahead of you. So at least you're able to get your bearings, walking in
Okay.
closer. And rather shockingly quickly, it fades away. To reveal on the right-hand side of the map. I'm just going to focus ping. There you go.
Oh, that actually draws people over now.
Yeah.
That's cool. I never knew that.
And this is what you see as you kind of walk through the fog. So, as described, there are the candles. You have these figures that are tending the fires. And you have, stepping forward, let's move from forward to where you can see them. Wait, 1, 2, and 3, 4, in the mouths of the caves, respectively.
Oh, lovely.
To your northwest, 2 of those lovely venom-swollen, pus-filled trolls that you fought at the forge, and then these 2 thin, grey, raggedy-looking trolls that seem to be gliding forward. There's a spark of awareness. They're not zombies, but there is something of the smell of death reeking from them.
That's just Anthony.
That's true. That is very true. So what I thought we'd do is we'd roll for initiatives, take a quick tea break, and pick up our second half with the fight.
Sounds like a good plan. Right.
Let's see how quickly I done.
Sort of what I was trying to hint at without interrupting
I'm
Tim.
not. I'm not no.
Fucking hell, foreign.
Barbarians and their advantage on initiative are, yeah.
Yeah, mine does
And
get
you've got plus 8
ridiculous
on
every.
yeah, you've got plus 8 on your initiative bonus as well. So that's
And it was
Exactly,
a
so
nat
with a-
20.
Say a good roll plus my advantages on some things, I just get really
Yeah.
stupid fucking rolls. Which is why I say with my constitution and my saving throws with constitution, if I get really good rolls, the pluses end up boosting them up even more.
It's like how broken Baldur's Gate is, especially when like you're doing lockpicking. It goes, challenge 5, and then Astarian's like, does a 40 open it?
Fantastic. Right. So let's just have a quick 10-minute stop there. Come back at 4 o'clock with teas, coffees, cold drinks, whatever people are grabbing,
Good idea.
and begin the assault on the hill. The one thing that you didn't ask me for was a title for this episode.
I put it up as what was it?
Onward to Fate.
Onward to Fate.
Yeah, my note says a hill to die on.
Onward to Fate sounds more fun, though. Right, I'm going to go and get some comfies on and a cup of tea.
Fair enough.
Right, so we will be back soon, peoples. Remember, go and get yourself hydrated. Go and grab a drink. That's what hydration means. Fucking hell, Leah. go and have a wee. Go and take medication if you need to take medication, or if it's the right time to take
Go
medication.
have a wanking up and a biscuit and smoke that dank holy kush.
Do you know when you need to delete Morgan again?
Yeah.
We'll be back soon.
That's called murder. parking. Parking your bike means that someone's bent over and they've shown their ass crack and it looks like a bike holder.
Anyway, welcome back, everyone.
Oh, shit. Hi.
And you return to us at the beginning of the first round of a fight, where you have walked through the heavy fog and mist to this open area in front of two cave openings, with various mutated forms of troll and these four elven monk-like figures in close proximity. So, whatever it is. Thorin, you're first to go. What would you like to do?
Oh, right, hang on. When the screen comes back up. There we go. Oh.
As you sort of quickly take in what's around you, obviously the trolls are bellowing out a challenge, and that chanting noise, you think, is coming from the northernmost of the two, sort of echoing, distorted chanting and noise sort of coming from beyond caves in that direction.
Right, okay, so yeah, I've literally only just scrolled up and seen what's going on at the top of the map, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. Suddenly that arc. Oh, right, okay. Right. Oh, right, fuck it. I am going to sort of like just basically go charging in and attack this one.
Okay, go for it.
Because fuck it. It's a case of, right, it's a fight, is it? But that's one.
Yeah, that's definitely a hit.
Jeez. Oh, for... Okay.
Right, should all come through in a moment.
I like that I can spot Thorin because of the little flash of ginger.
Right, your first blow, 24, is definitely a hit. Your second blow is a 28, is definitely a hit. So your new normal two-handed, so 8 plus 16, 24 points of damage, and you hack it down. Let me do... Okay. Your axe cleaves it in half. And even as a zombie, tough as they are, not even a zombie can pull itself back together again from quite such devastating damage. And it drops, twitching in two halves at your feet.
Well, that was a bit easy.
Down it goes. Anything else? You've moved, you've attacked, any bonus actions?
Not right now, because I think I'm just going to be like too surprised from how easy that went down. It's like, oh, okay.
Okay. In that case, Kaluma, you're up next.
Yep.
Then the Venom Trolls, then it'll be Arwen.
Let's just see. Okay, I'm gonna get my spiritual weapon and put it right next to this bastard.
Okay, let me just...
I'm going to cast it at the highest level I can. Level 20 hit.
A 20 will definitely hit, so I'm just trying to search out the... Oop, there. Let's put the... Assign it to you. There you go. I'll grab another just to have it to hand, so that it should that be needed by Arwen. I've got that available. Okay, I'll put that there for a minute, so we know where it is. Right, so yes, 20 is definitely a hit.
And it does 10 points of fall damage.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, a huge, heavy stab into it.
my bonus action.
Yeah.
My action
Mm-hmm.
is I'm going to cast look, I think. Sod it, I'm going to become a spiritual Beyblade. And I'm going to cast Spirit Guardian around myself.
Morgan's been playing Baldur's Gate. He now knows what spells do.
I know. I'm gonna elect my party to not be hit by the
Okay.
damage.
So if I do,
So every time something comes in, it needs to make that save.
Yeah.
If it doesn't, it takes that damage. I think it takes half.
just 1 minute. There's a thing I can make it do. I can make you.
And I'm going to move to here.
15-foot radius, isn't it? So there we go.
Get you, motherfucker.
Hey,
Bless you.
listen, I know what spells do now.
About time. Hello.
Hello.
Mhm.
Oh, it
Is
just,
it
Bear
you're
with me.
looking for?
it just what? Nothing was moving for a second. Or was it just Tim?
Yeah,
It's just Tim.
probably just me. Give me just a moment.
Oh,
I'm
no.
just looking at.
No, I think you're moving. Are you very still, Tim?
I'm being very still just for a minute. Yes.
Yeah, there we go.
Just sort of. Hopefully, that should now be making Kaluma emit a bright light for about 15 foot around them. If it's not, it's not. It's something off the legacy settings that may not be working for you. Right. Now I've caught up with clicking on doing various things. Okay, so yes, you cast that, and you essentially have a sort of whirling fog of angelic appearing spirits sort of flitting in and out of vision and focus around you. Fantastic.
So yeah, so if things come into my circle, they get hit for 30. If they don't save, if they save, they get hit for 15.
Okay. 10, 15. 10, 15. Okay, so you're not in line of sight. You're not actually next to anything at the moment. Okay. Everything you're doing for that?
I attack them.
Fantastic. Right, let's do the first Venom Troll then. Because that you do recognise. So,
Kerner's measuring, and I'm getting very nervous.
yeah, it was a little worrying. So,
I'm gonna get turned into a fucking statue, I think.
stranger things have been known. Measure line.
If you turn me into a statue, please put me by my temple.
Okay, so that one comes lumbering forth, as does this one up here. My machine takes a hot second or three to 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, so they get into about there. Then they're not close enough to physically attack anyone. 15, anything close enough for the 5, 10, 15. No, nothing's quite close enough for that. So they will then rush. So this one is going to dash straight into the middle with you all there. So we'll have to make a save against the spirits as that's within 15 foot of Kaluma.
Yep.
And the other one is also rushing straight into the middle, and will also take the damage. So
Yep. So 2 wisdom DC 15.
wisdom DC 15. Okay. First one, so the one that moved first, has failed.
30 points of damage.
Lovely. The second one that is right next to you has saved.
15 points of damage, please.
Right, so that one takes 15. And that one takes 30. Fantastic. Anyone within 5 foot of them. So for the first one, that's Valenia and Arwen. For the first one, you take 9 points of poison damage. And for the second one, Arwen and Kaluma, you take 6 points of damage, poison.
Whoops.
And that is the end of their turn. Arwen. So that's a nice refreshing way to start the combat, is doused in poison twice. What are you doing?
Bonus action, spiritual weapon.
Yeah, that's up. That's already on the map. That's pinged there, so move that way if you want that to appear.
Need to do that at 4th level. I'm going to put it here. Okay.
Okay,
I should know there.
okay.
The nice middle ground. And I'm going to give this ugly one a little bonk
Okay.
with it. And yes, I know the consequences.
$18 is a hit.
For 10 damage.
Okay. So Valenia and Arwen, you both take 12 points of damage.
Yeah. And then
Yep.
for my action, I'm going to flame strike the same troll.
Okay.
Oh, keeps minimizing. Stop it.
Can I get a dex of 15?
Dex 15. We'll give it a go. See what we get. Utterly failed.
Sweet.
Okay, so do you want it centered on that one or on both of them? Just
wait,
that
can
one
I...
to the top. Because if you put it, well, mind you, if you got it in the middle there, put it
Well, it's a 10 foot.
there.
It's a 10-foot cylinder. Oh right, yeah, because I
If you put it
couldn't
there,
in the middle.
they'd both be affected by it. Up to
Oh
you.
yeah, they. Oh wait, I just realised a 10-foot cylinder.
5 foot radius is a 10 foot width.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so you're doing half of it.
Cool. Yeah, I can center it, so that means both of them would have to make a dex.
Okay, we'll do that as well when I'm here. $15. That is a save.
Save.
Is it?
So one
Okay,
of them
so
takes half damage and the other takes full damage.
so which was I'm on a different screen.
10.
And then I'm gonna quickly cast the spell.
Oh,
'cause
no,
I
it's
haven't
not,
cast
sorry.
it
Okay,
yet.
You're trying to find it now, aren't you?
Fire and radiant, so 28 damage. So 28 on the first one. And 14 on the other one. Okay. And that's the good old fire, so that's good to know. So they're scorched and yes, screaming in unexpected anger as the might of the gods unfurls from the skies upon them. Anything else?
Nope.
No. Okay, I better quickly just do the thing for the damage. Yep. So for the first one, Felenia and Arwen take 9 points of damage, and for the second one, Arwen and Kaluma take 10. Fortunately, Spirit Guardians is not a concentration spell, so you're all good on that one.
Yes, it is.
Duration 10 minutes.
It's not concentration.
It's not concentration.
Yes, it is.
What?
It says concentration
Spirit,
up to 10 minutes.
Spirit Guardians is concentration up to 10 minutes.
Oh,
I missed that. In that case, you need to make a save to see if you can keep casting it.
Constitution.
Yep. Target is your spell DC save.
So, oh god. I make it.
Okay, lovely. That's for the first one, and then for the second one, because it's taken 2. You've had 2 lots of poison hit you. Failed on the second.
So my Spirit Guardians is no longer here.
Yep.
Bollocks. It was fun while it lasted.
Yeah.
I
Did some damage as they were coming in. So
I had fun being a spiritual Beyblade.
yep. But they were far squishier in an unpleasant way than anticipated. Okay, Arwen, anything else?
Nope.
Okay. In that case, on to Valenia.
okay. Yeah, with it straight up in my face. Oh, sorry. What am I going to use? Thank you. There we go. I was looking at spells and I was like, no, I'm going to save my spells. I am going to. Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, as it charged, I just spin like almost like onto a knee,
Mhm.
and just fire first one into it. Oh fucking hell! 33.
Good hit.
Is this into the ventrals?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. For so that's 12 for the first. Oh no, 17 because I've got my my bow damage.
You got the elemental, which is on force, isn't it?
Fire at the moment, I believe, because of the
Fire. Fantastic. Yes, because of the last troll that you were fighting.
Uh-huh.
So how much was that in total? 18, wasn't it?
17.
17. Right.
Yeah. And then
Oh.
And then I'm going to make it my Slayer's.
No, I didn't.
Then I'm going to make it my Slayer's prey.
Okay, so 17. Bang, that's down, and you and Arwen get sprayed for another 9 points of damage.
It's the one time I'm so happy that I've got acid
Resistance.
resistance. So 4. Do you say he's down?
No,
Oh, I thought you said he was down. Sorry.
no,
And
no.
then-
Looking very much the worse for wear, but not down. No.
Okay, then my second one.
Blimey, was your 23 in that?
Not in that 20.
No.
Okay, because it just looks like it's done 18 and then 17 damage.
No, it's extra. It's total damage.
Okay.
It's 28.
Is definitely a hit.
19 plus d6. Why is that roll 2d6? Take the first one. So
Yeah, take the first one.
25.
25.
I know what it is. I think my mouse is on its way out. It's double clicking a lot of stuff.
Okay. So yeah, good hit. Another 11 point for you and Arwen.
Sorry, Arwen.
It's fine.
But how do you want to do it?
Oh. Yeah. I'm not. No shame about it. Just shooting at it straight away. Not even. No grace. Nothing. Just more fed up with these these acid trolls.
Okay, so let's take him off the board. Because he's taken fire and pretty much every type of damage type that there could be. Right, down to the ground. Okay, that's your attacks. Anything else this round?
And then this one is now my Slayer's Prey. Sorry,
Okay.
my Hunter's Mark. Why am I saying Slayer's Prey?
I don't know.
Well,
Well, because that is an option.
Yeah.
There you go. Put that green mark on it. There you go.
That's me done.
Lovely. Right. Then on to these. Now you're close enough to see them. They're zombies. Look like elven monks, but they are zombies. And 5, 10, 15, 20. No. Gets that one to there. One closes in on Kaluma. 9, 10, 15. That one's gently ambling over that way. So let's do the one attacking Valenia first, just because it's just got there.
Oh, okay, sorry. Wait, how many zombies are there?
At the
5.
moment,
5.
1,
Four?
2, 3.
I'm only seeing 3.
There's
'Cause,
3
there's
plus these big 2 trolls over here, but they're moving on a different initiative.
Oh, okay, right.
Okay, so Valenia, the one that's getting close to you, kind of reaches out for you and has to punch you, when you're easily able to deflect that and move out of the way. Kaluma, you're sort of still kind of reeling from the poison, sort of breaking your concentration, and suddenly you're aware of a ghastly groan coming from behind you. A 19.
I think that hits.
Okay, 2 points of damage. As it's kind of as its fist breaks upon your armor.
So in response to that, I'm going to say
There should be more. 2, 3. There should be 5. There's one missing. I must have forgotten to put a token down.
in response, I'm going to say no, you.
Okay.
Didn't Thorin
killed one.
Yeah.
Mm.
There should be one more.
Yeah,
Then.
but no, I'm just missing one. That's okay. I will put one neutrally about. There you go. So it's not actually near enough to attack anyone. But at least it's on the board now. So Hellish Rebuke, Dex save. Yeah, zombies that were well known for their dexterity. It manages to, possibly because it sort of, I don't know, slips in its own sort of viscera or something. So actually, the Hellish Rebuke goes wide and doesn't affect it.
That's 12. So half of that is 6.
6. Okay. Okay. Right. Should be all the ones that are close enough for combat. In that case, on to these big buggers. You begin sliding out. So movement 30, right. 5, 10, 15, 5, 10. So this one literally does walks up to Thorin. Begins to
Of course it does.
5, 10, 5, 10, 20, 30 gets that one. 10, 20, 30. See, no, that's not. That's probably heading more towards the person who's chanting and waving their fingers in the air. I'm going to move that. Got 5 foot that way, so otherwise the 12's gone too far. And then can it? Yeah, it dashes to come up and say hello to Kaluma.
Oh, lovely.
Not to Kaluma, to Kerner.
Yeah.
Well, Kerner and Kaluma. It's sort of in the middle, but it can't attack physically this round.
Does the
Come to that in a minute.
Does the spiritual weapon get an attack of opportunity?
No. Right, Thorin. So it sort of, as Lever says, no. And goes to try and bite you, as these things do. Probably not managing to hit you. 19, just. You managed to sort of battle that out of the way. And then reach out to strike at you with 2 claws. So first claw, looks like it's a miss. And the second claw,
So if it's anything under a 20, it's a big fat miss.
yeah. So that second claw does hit you. There's a
Ow.
mixture of slashing and necrotic damage for 20 points of damage.
Oh, okay.
That's the end of its round. However, you are within 5 foot of it. So you also suddenly feel your life force being leached away by it and take another 12 points of necrotic damage. Kerner, the other one isn't able to do a physical attack on you because it is dashed. But as it comes to a stop, roaring relatively brainlessly, both Kaluma and Kerner are within 5 foot of it. And you both take 6 points of necrotic damage.
I'm just having a look at something. Bear with me.
Yeah, if you've got a drink absorption or something like that you can shift.
No, so how much damage?
6. And that is them. And last but definitely not least, stand back, it's Kerner. Let's see who gets melted first.
Oh dear God.
You're not entirely sure. Actually, no, they're not. No, Kaluma, you do not take that damage
Right.
because you're not within 5 foot of it.
So do I get that 6 points?
You get that 6 points back, yeah.
Put it in 5 foot of it.
Oh God, no, you're not. Sorry, I've completely ignored that damage for both of you because I've completely misidentified the zombie icon as being you guys. Totally ignore that. You did not take 6 points of damage. However, those zombies do appear to be looking stronger.
Oh, gross. Oh, shit, minute.
Please don't shit a deck.
Right. Okay. I think I have it.
Kerner's measuring.
Yeah.
Everybody run.
I had it, so it was perfect. There we go. I move it over here to here. Everybody, to some extent, even touches from A. Just
Oh, the other rock troll, yeah.
yeah, I'm just checking anything. But actually, if I do it that way, I'm more likely to get them, and I'll just touch the other one.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I am going to cast Vitrolic Sphere
Okay.
into the measuring to make
Okay.
sure I don't hit people.
So the 2 trolls, three of the zombies.
So everyone in this circle here
Yeah.
will get hit by it, but none of the team.
Okay.
That's why I was measuring. And
Okay.
I'm going to do that at 5th level.
I was like sort of sitting there thinking it's going to be cast at like 829th level.
And they need to do a deck save.
Okay. What's the target? I'll do the rock troll. I'll do the rock trolls first.
Deck save is 17.
Okay. So first troll, the one that's against Thorin, has failed.
Okay.
And the second, just well, let me do the saves and then just keep track of the other one. Has also failed, so the trolls have failed. And then the zombies, famed for their dex saving throws, but they've surprised us already before. That's a 14.
It's a fail.
That's also a fail.
Oh, that's a great big fat fail.
Oh yeah.
Oh, another one.
Yeah. So
They all failed.
everything failed. So what are they
Okay.
taking?
They take 10d4 acid damage
Mm-hmm.
and then another 5d4 acid damage at the end of its next
Mhm.
turn.
Okay.
So they are currently taking, I believe, 48. Was it 48? Yeah,
Yeah,
48 acid damage in total.
So they do the 31, and then the additional 13s from.
From my acid.
It's
Okay, so it's 2 lots of acid,
Yeah.
then the affinity, and then next round there'll be additional damage on top.
Yeah.
Right, gotcha. Okay, 48. So the zombies are, for lack of a better word, melted. Literally just slowly sort of falls apart in that. No, I don't want to set tokens to. I want to delete the token. Cool. Yeah. So the zombie monks, the zombie elven monks melt. 48.
I reckon 24.
are still standing. The acid sort of seeping into them and sort of slowing away, and you can see bone and sort of muscles wasting and sort of being pitted. And they barely seem to take any notice whatsoever. But you can see horrendous damage on them. They just don't seem to be particularly, not even aware, but bothered. It's sort of that sort of, they kind of, one of them kind of looks at their hand as sort of a finger falls off, and sort of half their forearm bones are now sort of very visible. It sort of snarls defiance at you, and sort of you can sort of see it sort of begin to turn to sort of walk towards you. But anything else that you're doing? Certainly that whole area now is now sort of all plant life is destroyed. The snow is melted away. You've got slick sort of bubbling water and poisons and sort of steam sort of arising in that area.
Let me see. I don't think so. Let me just. Oh, let me see. Oh, no, I'm not going to do anything else at the moment.
Okay, just gonna stand your ground and
Yeah.
right. In that case, we better go back to Thorin.
Yeah. I just see those sort of
Wash
Sort
of
of
acid sort of melt half its face and sort of
just sort of see him approach, get half mounted by Kerner, and just sort of look at him and go, "Oh, it's a fight you want, is it?" Typical foreign style. Like,
It grins and raises its fists up, ready to pound you into the ground. Go for it.
yep. Right, let's go. One. Right, they should be through in a moment. Oh, I can hear.
Definitely a couple of hits there.
Yeah.
Lovely, yeah. So 16 plus 15, 31 points of damage.
Oh, I'll take that.
Very nice. So do that. You in turn obviously take the splashback of poison. 9 points of poison damage. There's a splash.
I do have a resistance to poison.
Fantastic. So half damage from that is 4.
There we go.
That's when Thorin goes, I'm still on like 487 hit points.
Not quite, 165.
Oh.
He's taken nearly half your total hit points in damage.
Better him than me.
Yeah. Okay. 2 hits. They've hit. Anything else? Any bonuses? Any movement? Otherwise, I'll move on to Kaluma.
I don't think so right now, unless like any of the big ones decide to start moving about.
You're fine. Okay, Kaluma. In that case, it is you. Then the Venom Troll will be next. Then it's on.
Kaluma's gonna hit the thing with spiritual weapon first.
Yeah.
So let's use some control on the Venom Troll. This thing here.
Okay.
It does an 18 hit, mate.
It does. Yes.
For 10 points of force damage, please. Spiritual weapons have just done 10 points of damage each time.
Yeah.
Quite impressive.
Fucking random.
Go.
And for my actual action, bisexual finger guns, please. 1, 2 at the same one. Oh, one's an out one. Lovely.
Okay. So again at the same rock roll, yeah.
Yes.
I was on a different screen. Okay, so 1 hit, 1 miss.
4 points of damage.
4 points of force. Okay.
Thanking you.
That one. Okay. Lovely. Anything else? Nope.
Nope.
Okay, in that case, on to the remaining Venom Troll. Yeah, that sort of is not the happiest of creatures. Okay, it's a maneuver you've seen before. It slices itself with a claw, releasing a spray of poison in a 15-foot cube. So anything within 15 foot of it.
Which one's that one?
That's this one up here. So that's basically Kaluma, Arwen, Valenia, and Kerner.
Yeah.
Thorin is just outside the area.
Because I went charging off like an idiot.
So it does 7 points of damage to itself in doing so. Yes, you are. Could you all make a DC 16 Constitution saving throw, please?
Constitution.
No.
Yes.
Fantastic. Right. So, the poison washes across you all. Those who failed take 9 points of damage and are poisoned for a minute. So that's disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks, and 4 points of damage to Felenia.
Did you say poison damage?
Yeah.
Yes,
So-
I've got resistance to poison.
So you take half of that for.
So
Okay.
I take a grand total of 2.
Yep. But
Just say
we're worrying for those. So there's if you failed that save for a minute, you now have disadvantage on attacks and ability checks.
okay.
Bombs. Okay, go on.
So yeah, so there was a poisoned condition you can put on your character sheet.
Disadvantage.
Mhm.
So,
Okay, and that is the end of its turn. I think. Yeah, no, it does that instead of its biting claw. Arwen, you are
Yep.
next.
Action. I'm going to flame strike.
Mm-hmm.
The same that, no, but like the guy, this
Yeah.
ugly one. Can I get
Yep.
a dexterity save,
Yep,
please?
sure.
Honestly, it's probably the best things for me to do.
It has failed its dexterity save.
Sweet.
Caroline.
Ba ba ba.
So it's
Oh,
29 damage.
29. Okay.
Just be thankful none of us are wearing headphones in this. Which would be like, just like really random crap music as we're fighting.
So Kaluma and Arwen take another 10 points of poison damage.
Mm-hmm.
How are you feeling at the moment, Arwen?
I'm fine.
I'm
Then-
having a blast.
And then bonus
Yep.
for my spiritual weapon.
Yep.
So seeing as how my spiritual weapon is technically separate,
Mhm.
but do I still need to roll that with disadvantage?
No, that does not. That you don't have disadvantage on that.
Cool. I did use my spiritual weapon last move. That's right. Did I use my spiritual weapon? I did.
Yeah,
didn't
you
I?
did. Yeah.
You did, yeah.
Well, you did 10 damage.
For some reason, I can't find this.
It's quite.
I can't.
It's quite far up.
A lot has happened in a very short period of time.
Yeah, I think for some reason D&D Beyond hasn't done like the spiritual weapon.
Yeah,
properly,
because
and
there's
it's-
one spiritual weapon up there.
I'll just
and then there's
quickly
one
fill in as well because for some
down
reason the
there.
slot wasn't filled. I don't know what I did there, but the spiritual weapon for some reason didn't register that
Oh,
I did it.
right. Okay.
So bizarre.
Did
18 to
Flamestrike
hit.
and a cruelty weapon.
I found it. So 18 is a hit. Yeah, I found your previous attack, but it's right up at the
Yeah,
top
I
of
just
the,
got confused because
thing.
my
Hasn't
because
taken.
my character didn't take up a spell slot for some reason.
Okay. That's strange. Anyway, yes, 18 is a hit.
Unless I
Well,
rolled it separately last time, like I did now.
could be. So 12 points of damage. Okay, so again, a massive spurt of poison. So Arwen and Kaluma, you take another 9 points of damage. But how do you want to do it?
Wait,
Because that was exactly what it needed.
so I'm gonna say, like, as Arwen is getting splattered with poison, he's literally. Can I swap around like the order of things just to make something look dramatic?
Go on.
As I want to say, like, he hits with the spiritual weapon first, gets splattered in poison, and just goes, "I am sick to death with you poison trolls," and just do his flame strike to evaporate the troll.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Another pillar of flame. Another melted pile of guts exploding from the internal gases igniting, and yeah, that's messy and smelly. My goodness, that smells. Any movement? Anything else you want to do? Yeah, you got move. Yeah, you haven't moved. So if you want to move, you can do that. Otherwise,
Yeah,
we'll move on to Flemia.
I can move now, can't I? 25. I'm gonna move here.
Okay. No problem. Right. Valenia,
Hello.
it is your turn.
And before anybody asks, yes, my ADHD is having fun today. I've got no music, I've got nothing, but I've sat here going. Also, I have just noticed that one of my MLP D&D horses looks a lot like a Starion.
What? Oh,
It looks like a Starion.
You can't see Morgan's face, but a jaw has dropped, and there's a big grin. So yeah.
I put the hood up and went, wait a minute.
What are you doing?
Yes, ADHD, everybody. I don't know anymore.
Okay, you have a zombie that's
yes.
trying to make your life interesting.
Can I?
Yes.
Can I first, instead of the zombie, can I put my hunter's mark on the rock troll that is to the furthest right?
It's nearest. Yeah, sure. Let me just put that on. There you go.
And then I'm going to put 2 arrows into the zombie.
Okay. Somebody do da, somebody yeah.
That's an image. Please, someone put me down. my brain is on it today. 29.
That's a good hit. Yeah, good solid. That's first.
And then 18 total. Oh, actually, it's 18 damage. And one of those.
Okay.
One of those is fire.
Fantastic. So
what
let
was
me
it?
just quickly-
Fire.
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 We all do
Okay.
Beavis impressions
It-
over it.
And yeah, that takes it down.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's this year. Pop. Oh,
Yeah, it had taken damage previously, so yeah,
Okay.
that was enough to.
and then
So you have an hour left.
I spin around and shoot the rot troll, who
Yeah.
who looks like many of the singers of punk bands that I've seen.
I had fun making that one. That was
So this one, 24. That's a low roll
it's
for
a hit.
me.
Yeah. Well, you were sort of quickly sort of pivoting and moving and sort of getting a new line of fire. So
Wait, what? So 16 damage. It's rolled it twice for some reason. 16
Okay.
plus the and d6. 19 in total.
okay. And that's fire damage as well, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, this isn't.
Fantastic.
Now that we're in the troll layer, this isn't changing off fire.
Right. The one fighting Thorin. Bless it. So goes to bite. Fairly simple thing. That almost certainly a miss. Yes. So again, you're able to easily sort of almost sort of smack its face to one side to sort of avoid the bite as it comes in for it. The first claw swings round. You just duck underneath that. And this second one, you kind of leap over that one. You sort of, knowing what your ring acrobatics are like. It's
Yeah.
almost like you sort of into your muscle memory of sort of bounce from one rope up onto the other, do a jump over. It's that
Yeah,
sort of. You
exactly.
almost find yourself sort of in that kind of headspace. So you're literally sort of running rings around this rock troll, which is sort of swinging, but it's really not moving very fast. But has not regenerated. However, this necrotic energy that's radiating off it still means that you take 20 points of necrotic damage.
Ow.
It's literally Thorin. It's these creatures are. God knows what's happened to them, but they are like holes in the life force of the world, just absorbing and draining the life out of it with every footstep. They're like necrotic black holes.
Mm,
Okay. So that's the one on Thorin. That's his turn. This one.
so just before you do that,
Yeah.
at the end of each of their turns, they need to take an additional
Fuck yeah.
Jesus Christ, Matt
for
the money bags.
Oh god.
damage of acid damage.
How much?
So that one's taken 13.
Okay. Do you want to roll for the other one while I'm
Yeah, I'll do it.
here? Well, I have the screen up and all that.
10.
10 for that one. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So this one. Well, I did say it was heading for you, Kerner. So comes on over. Sort of here, right next to you and Valenia, but it's definitely coming for you. So leans in for the bites. 26 to hit. That'd do the thing. So 23 damage. That's a combination of piercing from the teeth and 14 necrotic. Then the first claw is also a hit. That's another 17 damage.
Mm-hmm.
And yikes. Also a hit for another 18 points of damage.
That's what? 10, 20, 30, 41, 49. And I am down.
And 16 points of necrotic damage.
49 plus 16.
Yeah.
Is 55. I'm still just down because I have 50. That's 350 resonant to complete.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. I'm down.
So, Kerner falls. Kerner does not have death save on her. You didn't do it this morning.
I didn't do death save.
You
Death
didn't do
ward.
death
I
ward.
completely.
Valenia, you also take 16 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
And that's the end of its round. Kerner, I need you to make a death save, please.
Yeah, it's a D20, isn't it?
Yep, D20. You just need to get over 10. Okay. There's a first success.
Mm.
Thorin, you're up.
Right, okay. Wow, as he's not moved anywhere, I might as well carry on picking his head in. But first of all, I realised I forgot to do something, and that is rage.
Mm-hmm.
You are the most politest barbarian ever.
One would like to engage and engage one would like to engage in an enraged yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. One would undertake to commence an enraged state of mind. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely no problem. There's your bonus.
Yeah.
I would like to be slightly more angry, please.
Yeah, it's the whole like. I would like to rage, please. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Miss Patterson.
Or as Max says, barbarian becomes mist.
Yes. It's like, I am rather unhappy with this turn of events. I would like to make it known.
Thorin has put down his cup of tea.
Yes.
No, that's how you know you've pissed off a Brett when we have to put down the tea.
Yes.
Okay, well, the 22 is definitely a hit. Let me just double check the other one. I think the other one is a hit as well, but I'm just checking. Yes, that's 2 hits.
Basically, it's Forrest sat there and he goes, right. Slaps his knee.
Are we doing
gets
it?
up.
Yeah. Does the old thing where he sort of like links the fingers and stretches his arms out. It's like, right, are we doing this? Are we? Okay.
Yes.
It's a good job he's not Australian, because it'd be like, right, cunt, let's go.
What makes you think I wouldn't say that anyway?
Sorry, Joe, I know you don't like that word.
Which word?
If you didn't hear it, it's fine. Okay, 30 points of damage.
Joe in a world of our own.
knocking chunks out of it, and it is still standing over you and raging back. You're shouting at it, it's shouting back at you. It's a really intelligent set of discourse here, but it is still standing.
Screaming at each other, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that's your attacks. Any movement? Anything? You've done your bonus with your raging.
No, I think I'm having too much of a time just punching this one in the head. Like, you will go down.
Yeah, get over it. Bang. Kaluma, you're next. What are you doing?
Right. Oh, gee. Oh, God.
So you can see Thorin very happily chopping the other one up into small pieces, but you do see Kerner collapse to the ground and this creature leaning over, preparing to administer a death blow.
Right. Where is Turner again?
Is directly behind it. Bink there.
Right. Okay, do that.
I'm focused on trying to take it down.
One thing you have noticed, obviously, that these creatures, yes, you're getting necrotic damage, but it's not like bursts of poison.
I mean,
so you're not getting them in reaction to them being hurt.
I am also preparing to do a heal anyway.
Yep.
Right, as a bonus action.
Yep.
I do believe it, but yes. I think, yeah. So I've got to roll this at a disadvantage, yes?
Depends what you're doing.
It's a healing spell.
It's for so the disadvantage is for attacking or making ability checks. Just casting spells, you're okay.
Right. I am going past mass healing word
Okay.
for 4, apparently.
Ah.
That could be right. It's 1d4 plus 2.
Yeah, you rolled a 2.
Oh, right.
Okay.
So everyone gets 4 points.
Yeah, everyone gets 4 points. So Kerner, you're back on 4 hit points.
I've got resistance to
That
healing.
was
Oh, wait.
fucking depressing.
I'll take it.
Yeah, 4 points. It's 4 points. It's brought Kerner back from literally from the brink of death.
Oh, fuck. I
So as
don't...
I say, don't worry too much more because like I say, I got some healing stuff.
And me.
I'm gonna come over to. Oh Jesus, wet.
Hi, Arwen.
I'm gonna come over to this one here,
Yeah.
It's still within range. Good.
and I'm just gonna ask it very politely to sniff my rag.
Politely or politely?
Do you have free candy, by the way, in
Yep.
your van?
Wow. Even
Wow.
with disadvantage, it's a 24. Fantastic. Wow. So 17 points of damage on the rock troll that is over there facing Thorin, which is that one. Would you like to do it?
So, seeing Kerner go down, I've literally done the whole, to life, and then I've just spun around, looked at that ugly twat face, and gone, Nambush! Stopped over and gone, here, smell my fingers!
Did you literally stick your fingers up its nose and then do an Eldritch Blast type thing?
Sort of.
Yeah.
Inflict wounds.
Oh, inflict wounds.
So literally, you stick your fingers up his nose and pull it off, along with the rest of his face, his jaw, and yeah, it literally just rumbles to the
The
ground.
thing is, he did a more extreme Groot in the
Yeah, from the first galaxy. Yeah.
And then I'm just as a bit of a flourish.
Flourish.
I'm just going to. I'm just going to kick its head
Yeah, fair
when
enough.
it hits the floor.
Squishy, very squishy.
Oh my god! Can I do a Peppa Pig and jump up and down in muddy puddles?
Oh,
You
God.
certainly have plenty of options of doing that because there's so much that is melted from acid or fire or everything else. It's very sticky and oozy at the moment.
Do I also have to take poison damage from
No, you don't, because it wasn't one that spewed poison out.
Good? Lovely, lovely.
Because not the person who wasn't listening. Right, that was a Kaluma. There are no venom trolls left, so that's good. So
All the zombies fucked off before I could do smell my dank holy kush fart.
Do you mean turn undead?
anyway,
That's the one.
Arwen, your turn.
Yeah, I'm doing mass cure wounds,
Okay.
which is from a 30-foot diameter, which includes pretty much every single person here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, all the friendlies, even. I'm not healing the enemies.
like the enemy's like, oh wait.
Oh.
Everyone gets 20 healing back. Everyone gets
Very
20
good.
healing.
Thank you.
Arwen sort of sits there, does the requisite pose, brings you off the scene, focuses, and literally sort of pulses of light, sort of waves of light washing over you, sort of wounds visibly closing, healing, bones resetting.
I'm back to nearly half it.
I like that.
It's one of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like
See,
that.
my brain has gone from seeing Arwen almost being like Abe doing the chanting thing from the Abe's Oddworld games to my hit points are 169.
Nice.
Yeah.
As Max just said, Arwen cast NHS.
You're
Yeah.
not. Wait, Tim, Is the healthcare? No, it's not free healthcare in.
No, it isn't.
No.
No. Healthcare is largely provided by House Jurasco.
I was about to say House Jurassic.
Now, House
No.
Jurasco, House Jurasco are the Dragonmarked house who pretty much have the monopoly on healing services, sellings of potions, and things like that. There aren't really many established temples where people go to for healings and things like that. Magical
Yes,
healing is actually quite rare. Most people go for potions and things like that. So yeah, this is real.
Damn, I should be charging you guys.
Can I just say that I did try and do clerical healing stuff. It just didn't work.
He's me back up from being dead.
Yep.
There you go. I did clerical healing stuff.
So for my bonus, I'm gonna
Yep.
move my spiritual weapon,
Yep.
and I'm gonna give this guy a nice little tappy taps,
You can look. Roll for it.
which is with disadvantages next I'm poisoned.
Not for the sword. Not for the spiritual
Oh
weapon.
no, because it's a spiritual weapon.
Yeah.
11.
Is not enough, I'm afraid.
Can I
No,
still
it's
just tap him on the
it-
head
it's
anyway?
totally ineffectual. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's still a, but it doesn't really solidly connect. Okay. Anything else, or we're moving on?
No, we can move on.
Right, Valenia,
Hello.
it is your turn.
So I'm still stuck on the Jurassic healing. And
Is that where the cleric turns up and goes?
Speaking of,
Velocipasta.
Oh no! For fuck's sake!
fuck off.
I just about managed to forget that. Anyway, go on.
What am I doing?
I don't know. You haven't told
Yeah,
me.
I
I don't know, what are you doing?
I'm gonna put a couple of arrows in. Sorry, I've just got pictures of dinosaur nurses.
Jurassic pastas.
Dinosaur nurses. It's just like, oh fuck.
Well, you know, Doctor
And
Who
I just-
had
I
like
just-
sort of like cat nuns, so why not?
Yeah, yeah.
Dinosaur. What about dinosaur dressed the nurses from Baldur's Gate 3?
Does a 31 hit, Tim?
That does hit. And I've just seen Max's comment as well in the chat.
Perfect girl.
Yeah, 31's definitely a hit. I'm minded. I saw a clipped out from Doctor Who of the one where it starts off with a massive T-Rex appearing and then spitting out the TARDIS
Yeah.
of Verasta Terpidor saying, "Hello, I'm a reptilian dinosaur woman from the dawn of time, and this is my wife."
I'm going to advise you all to look in the D&D general chat.
Fair enough. Was it
16,
16?
17,
Okay.
17 in total. with
17 in total. Okay.
I was hoping you were going to say, and he's down. But no.
No. This one has actually not taken much in the way of damage because it was spending half the battle getting over towards you. 30 is also a hit.
30. Better roll 19 plus. Ooh, 24 in total.
Nice. Okay. It's still up.
And
Beat me to
and-
it.
and that's about as much as I can do.
Fair enough. Okay. Any movement? Anything else? No. Right. Zombies all dead. Rot trolls. First one's dead. Second one, however, is not. So, yes, it was. As I said, it was getting ready to administer a death blow. Then it sees pulses of light and you're getting back up, and does a slightly confused look. So it goes to bite you again. 16.
I slam up my shoe.
Slam out the shield, bang, cracks against that. That really confuses it because that wasn't there last time it tried to bite you. Claw also scrapes off the magical shield, and second claw manages to break through, I'm afraid. Manages to shatter through the shield. 16 points of damage. That's 8 slashing, 8 necrotic. And that's the end of its round. So both Valenia and you also take an additional 16 points of damage.
Ow. All that hard work from Arwen.
Yep.
Damn.
And Kern is down again.
Yay! We're doing Jack in the Box Kerner again.
Thorin.
What do I need to do a saving throw?
You do, yes, because you're unfortunately it's straight in front of you. So
Yeah.
do that thing. I love the name it gives it on Beyond 20 for that effect, Rancid Degeneration.
That's amazing, though.
Use that then?
Yeah.
Isn't
It
that
is
just Sweaty
just-
Gamers?
11 just.
When Triple H and Shawn Michaels fart, Rancid Degeneration.
It is now. It is now. Thorin.
Right, so I just see all the shenanigans going on, come
Okay.
marching over, because obviously I'm
And-
still doing the ragey rage,
And at the same, yeah, go on, yeah, do it.
and then just smack twat bag in the head.
Go for it.
Right, bear with. I know I'm probably going to regret it because it's like I've gone marching off to just hit things. It's fine. I have plenty of hit points.
Exasperated Darwin noises.
28's a hit.
I imagine
The other
Arwen's.
one's
You know that noise cats make when you wake them up, but they sound really annoyed at it. I feel like that's the noise Arwen would make. It's like,
How do you want to do it, Thorin?
I just go marching over screaming, I see what you're doing to my friends and fuck you! Smash! Basically.
Bad-tempered, raging away. Stomp, stomp, stompity stomp, 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 stomp. And it stops moving and goes down and crashes and collapses. And then the chanting stops on 20. And you start to hear the sounds of more footsteps heading straight for you. At 5:30, would that be a convenient point to stop?
it would.
Yeah.
It would. Okay, so that's where we'll start, and we'll pick up next week with who or whatever is inside the cavern to the north.
A friend?
Thank you, everyone. Absolute chaos as ever. Total sort of catnip in the air. Back to the thunder tabaxi again. Yeah, we'll be back. We're all around for next week, aren't we? Just double checking.
I think so.
Think so.
You're not working next Sunday,
Yes,
are you
so-
mean? Oh, you won't know till Friday.
I won't know till Saturday.
Oh,
But
So as
normally
far as-
I shouldn't be working on Sunday.
Okay. In that case, as far as we know, we'll be back here this time next week. Well, 2:30-ish next week, to carry on. Well, really, this is kind of the big battle with the Circle of Rot.
we've been building. To
So
this
this
for...
is endgame stuff for this bit of the campaign. So shenanigans afoot.
We've been building.
On
this...
that note,
We've been building to this
we've
for
been doing
what?
this for a while.
2 years nearly. 8. No.
Three.
Well, to this point, it's over 3 years. For this bit, this has been a good 7-8 months of
Yeah.
patrol
But-
storyline.
Circle of Rot in general has been since the beginning, really.
There's elements of it. There's elements of it that's been in there from the start. So
Get out of the snowy mountains and go somewhere warm.
No. Stay in the cold.
So, Leah, have your channel back. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Tim. Yes, thank you everybody. A lot of love in chat for Max today as well.
Yeah. Can we just
Oh,
shout Max up for being totally awesome and just being amazing and just like,
Yeah.
where's Max?
right, come on, brain. Yeah, because that whole chanting stopping's made me go, oh shit. Moon, is it tomorrow you're back?
Yep, I'll be well, what, back as in streaming?
Yeah.
Yes, I will be 7 o'clock. I'll be moving any future streams to 7 o'clock anyway now, in case I am working, so I'm not disrupting your schedule too much.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I will be, and it'll be Final Fantasy 14, trying the variant dungeons again.
Awesome. I am going to be back. Me and Morgan are on about doing an extra Baldur's Gate stream during the week, weren't we, Morgan?
Aye, Captain.
So, probably Thursday, I would say.
Mhm.
Me and Tim are back Friday with Destinies.
Yeah.
What other stuff? Obviously, then back Saturday. Saturday, I did check this. We can talk about what's going on. So there is a protest against the Tories next Saturday in the hometown. If you want to know about it, just drop me a message in the Discord or Twitter, whatever. And then I can send you links and everything else. And then obviously we're back. I will be back on the Saturday night as well, and then we are back on Sunday with this.
Unless we all get arrested on Saturday.
Look, the only thing that's going to make me get arrested is if someone really ends up being an absolute twat. But I'm going to be talking to the police tomorrow to inform them we are planning, etc., etc. Because the one thing that we do support on this channel, if it's not apparently obvious, is trans rights.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, we support trans rights since when?
And trans lefts.
Ew. I want trans left.
And we
I
also...
want trans center.
I've got many things...
I seriously thought we were about to go into Justified Ancients of Mumu for a minute there, but there you go.
Yeah. So yes, if it wasn't...
I want Transformers.
If it wasn't abundantly obvious, we do support trans rights. Well, mainly because...
Yeah.
4/6 of us, there's got to be a better percentage than 4/6. Are
2/3.
Well, actually, and Joe as well is also gender.
Yeah.
We are all gender non-conforming, and even Tim, in some respects, says fuck gender norms.
To be honest, yeah.
I will get Tim dressed up in drag one day.
I'm not quite sure what this fascination obsession is, but whatever.
It's Morgan. What do you expect?
You're a big hunky man, and I just want to see you prettied up.
It's Morgan. What do you expect?
Yeah.
Does it need a reason?
No,
Is it the whole
generally
just
not.
like go along with it just to shut him up?
So on that, you can't redeem Dr. Doofenshmirtz at the end of the stream, Morgan. I will continue over for the next.
To do the trans rights speech in Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
It is me, Dr. Doofenshmirtz. So we all support trans rights on this channel. So this is exactly it. Morgan, I will invent the defibrillator for you. So I would like to say, as long as I do not get interrupted by Blairy the Platypus, that I will be back some point this week with Baldur's Gate 3, and we will wish you a very good day. I hope you enjoy your week, and much love. More will see you tomorrow on their channel. Oh, fuck's sake. Morgan is being Morgan. Anyway, thank you very much for joining us today. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.